Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll learn about polymorphism in Java. Polymorphism in Java is a concept by which we can perform a single action in different ways. One entity having multiple forms. That means one task can be performed in different ways. Polymorphism provides one interface with many implementations. There are two types of polymorphism in Java. One is compile-time polymorphism, another one is runtime polymorphism. We can perform polymorphism in Java by method overloading and method overriding. First, we'll learn about compile-time polymorphism. So compile-time polymorphism that is resolved during compilation process. So compile-time polymorphism is also known as static polymorphism or early binding. Overloading of methods is called through the reference variable of a class. Compile-time polymorphism is achieved by method overloading and operator overloading. So now first we'll see the example of method overloading. Here I have created a method overloading class and a void multiply method. So same void multiply method, one more I created. So here I gave same type of arguments and here different type of arguments I gave. So one is double and one is int. And here the position of arguments is different. So three arguments I gave. So in method overloading, same type of arguments we can give. So type of arguments should be differ and the position of arguments should be differ. So now I'm multiplying this in main method. So I'll execute this program. So you can see the output in the console. So this is an example for compile time polymorphism. So now we'll learn about runtime polymorphism. So runtime polymorphism can be achieved at runtime or execution time, and it is also known as dynamic method dispatch or dynamic polymorphism. And it is also process that resolves to call to an overridden method at runtime. So the process involves to use the reference variable of superclass to call for an overridden method. It is also known as late binding. So example of runtime polymorphism is method overriding. Now we'll see the example of method overriding. So here I have created a shape class. So this is a superclass and other subclass I created rectangle and circle and a triangle. So three subclass I created and I'm extending that to shape class. So I'm extending to superclass. So this subclass will have its own implementations. So this is a rectangle, this is a circle. So this is a triangle. So here I created an object to subclasses and I'm executing this program. So you can see the output in the console. So this is the example for method overriding. So now we'll see the difference of method overloading and method overriding. So in method overloading, methods must have same name and different signatures. And in method overriding, methods must have same name and same signature. And it is done at compile time and it is done at runtime. So static binding is being used for overloaded methods and dynamic binding is being used for overridden methods. And private and final methods can be overloaded. Private and final methods can't be overridden. And in this inheritance may or may not required, but in overriding inheritance is required. So as you can see the example of here. So I'm using the concept of inheritance. So I'm extending the subclass to superclass. So this is the concept of inheritance. So to achieve method overloading, number of arguments, position of arguments, and type of arguments should be differ. And we go for method overriding when we want to make specific changes for method implementation of inherited method for a particular subclass. So now we'll see the upcasting. What is upcasting? So when an overridden method of child class is called through its parent type preference in Java, it is called upcasting. So in this process, the object type represents the method or functionality that can be invoked. So this decision is made during the runtime, and hence the name runtime polymorphism is given to this process. So we'll see an example of upcasting. So here I created an bike class and void method and the subclass splendor and extending to bike. And the same method I created in subclass, and it's different implementation I'm using. And I created a subclass. So an object of superclass and referring to subclass. So this is called upcasting. So now I'll execute this program. So you can see the output of running safely with 90 kilometers. So this is an example of upcasting. So this is all about polymorphism. I hope you have understood this polymorphism concept. Thanks for watching this video.